Gold is ready, Euro is ready, the Dixie is ready, and I'm ready to bring you the best trading alpha you can get every single morning. I'm so happy to see so many of you. Today we've got a big day. CPI is coming in. We've got some stuff to talk about. So let's roll the intro as let's get into it. Oh, here we go. Okay. So let's jump right into it, guys. What is happening? Mizi is in the house. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Drew, good morning. It's oh so nice to see you every single morning. Gabriel, good morning. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Master. It's awesome. Good morning, my master. Big day today, guys. Big day today. We have CPI coming in. We've got Bitcoin ready. We've got the Dixie ready. We've got the Euro ready, and I'm also getting. I'm trying to get into a position on gold. So we're gonna talk about all this just now and see how it goes. These are the days that I usually am very cautious trading. So even if you do trade, you know, proper risk management always, and also very, very important to, you know, get out of position before all these things happen. So this is what makes, you know, being a trader. I actually recorded a rant yesterday on TikTok, but I never posted it. I'll post it. Let me know in the comments if I should post it. It's about revenge trading, and why revenge trading is just killing. You know, how do you get into the whole revenge trading kind of, you know, cycle and the whole slippery slope that you cannot get out. Guys, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, smash the like button, helps the algo, helps me, and so I can help you even more. Let's jump right into the video. All the show. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, guys. I tweeted today, finally my cold plunge is getting colder. It's out on the balcony, and now it's about 10, depending on the day, but 10 to 15 degrees. We've got very big fluctuations. I'm very much looking forward. For 7 degrees, my sweet spot. It was really, you know, changed my life to start doing cold plunges every single morning. It's still dark. 5:30 come out. It's still very dark. But it's life changing. Let's get into it. So guys, as I said, we have CPI coming in. I wrote a thread. I'm taking care of you. So I wrote. By the way, how do you like the music? It's different music. Did you notice it's a different music? Do you hear me nice? By the way, let me know let me know if the music is good, and let me know if you hear me nice. Okay, so I wrote a thread for you, an economic calendar. It is in the description below. So if you click down, you will see that it's in there. The whole thread about, you know, basically what is CPI, PPI, PMI, GDP, unemployment rate, and much more. So it's worth getting into this. And in here, I talk about CPI as well. And what do I say about CPI? So one of the most closely watched indicators is CPI, Consumer Price Index. It shows the change in the price of goods and services purchased by customers. CPI accounts for a majority of overall inflation. So CPI determines the overall inflation. Mark, thank you so much for getting back saying all good in the hood. Let's go. So usually impact is actual greater than forecast. What does that mean? I see we've got 15 people watching. I've seen 9 likes. Guys, smash that like button. Smash that like button. Thank you. So, so basically what it says actual greater than forecast is good for currencies. It always means that the forecast is up here, as you see. So you've got the forecast here. Let's not look at this. Let's look at month to month or year to year, actually. So you see the actual is gonna pop up here, and you see the forecast here, which is 3.6, and you see the previous 3.7, meaning inflation is decreasing. So the fact that it's going lower and lower, you know, they are predicting that inflation is slowing, therefore the inflation number is gonna come in higher. And look what happened yesterday. They predicted that PPI numbers, also indicating inflation, are slowing. Yet we've seen almost 100% increase and 50% increase on the month to month, the core PPI. So what does that tell me? That tells me that these numbers are crooked, and probably inflation isn't cooling down, and probably we are going to see a higher number coming in. Now, whether it's much higher or not, I have no idea, and I'm not even trying to figure it out. There are much more clever people who can do that. What I want to look at is it higher or lower? But because there is a lot of uncertainty, there is the war going on, there is all that, I want to be very cautious trading. So That said, CPI is coming in. Check out the thread in the description. Basically, I didn't explain this, but basically the reason why the forecast comes in higher than expected, so the number, if it is greater, actually is greater than forecast, that means that the numbers are higher, and if the numbers are higher, then it's good for the currency. So basically, you know, the dollar is strengthening, there might be monetary policy tightening, whatnot, and that might increase demand for the dollar. Now, again, we're living in a crazy world, but horrible. By the way, guys, horrible. I don't wanna like, it's very difficult to not say anything, you know, about this whole Palestine-Israel situation, but it's just so fucked up. It's just really, like, it really, you can be on whatever side, I don't fucking care, but the fact that, like, innocent people getting fucking murdered is just like I just don't, you know, I just don't, I really didn't think it was gonna happen. And when the Ukraine-Russian war happened, which is really close to us, I was like, you know, when I started to see that, I was like, you know, this is 2022, yeah, it's 2022, 2023. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? And seeing this happen, it's just horrible. Horrible. So anyway, what I'm saying is that it's a horrible time to live in terms of, you know, turmoils and stuff like that. So also the markets, you really got to be careful of what you do and how you trade and whatnot. Guys, if you're new to the channel, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Twitter. Let's right into Aaron in the house. Haven't seen you for a while, my friend. It's awesome having you here. This says one like, one love. It's good. Hola, 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 hola. Fafa, not to be a party, but be a party. Pooper music is a bit loud. Oh, cool. Awesome, man. Thanks for letting me know. I'll take the music down, man. No worries. Let me know if it works. Let me know if it's better. Cool. So CPI important. Check out the thread in the description. Let's get into Banter Bubbles. What will we see here? Banter Bubbles, guys. I always talk about this cool stuff. Link in the description. Download. Pretty awesome. We do a newsroom every single day. Banter does a newsroom every single day. It's just a cool thing to look at. Finally, we see some green. We can look at some of these coins. I always forget, by the way, guys. Like I see the chat and the time just runs out and I just run off. So like it would be so nice to just let me know. I also know Drew asked me about couple last time and I forgot to answer. And then someone also asked me about the coin and I forgot to look at. So please, before I leave, freaking ping me again in the comments because like I really want to look at what you want to look at. You know, it's just all the things happening and running a show and whatnot. So Banter Bubbles is happening here, so we'll see what that brings. Now Bitcoin, let's look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, here is my thoughts on it. First of all, let's look at the Dixie. This is how we start every single day, right? So on my game plan today, I wrote to myself that I think the Dixie is going to take the Asian low and then potentially show a major reversal, because, you know, obviously I am definitely bearish on the Dixie. You know my stand. If you watch the show, we broke. I was calling it since here, like we got the level, guys. If you don't watch this show every single day, you're missing out. Like we have called this level here long time ago. We got it to almost to the cent. So you can look back, it's all there documented. You look back on the lives. And anyway, so what I'm saying is that we broke the daily major level as well. So that's confirming that we are going down. Interesting part, if CPI comes in higher, which I think it will, again, it's not my place to start betting, you know, making these forecasts, but if it does come in higher, as I'm thinking, this will have to start pushing, especially considering the whole situation in you know, the war and all that, the USA getting involved or not. So I think this would need to start pushing. And whether it's today or tomorrow or whatever, I'm not sure. But what I know is that it is going to push. I think it is going to push now. We made an MSS, a market structure shift on the 15-minute. So we will see a push. Whether the push is going to last until here or we're actually going to go and take the liquidity all the way up here and come back up to the 107 region, which I'm expecting. So there are several levels that we can look at. I didn't want to draw this up because I don't think it's going to happen today. But, you know, some of these levels are major levels that we have to look for, and then we can just consider these potential reversal areas, and therefore I want to take a shot. And I see yeah, okay, so we got an MSB. Let's look at this. I want to get in on that. Sorry guys for jumping in this, but if you trade forex, this could be interesting for you, because we are going to take, actually I like my music much better. This is like, I can't focus on this. Much better. Much better. Let's do this. Okay. I'm gonna get in a position here. So what I'm looking at is that we have a market structure shift here. And this would be our point of interest up here. I'm gonna get in on a position here. It might not even come up there. So I'm looking at the, what is it that we're looking at here? Relative equal highs. I'm not happy about it, but still it's 0.4 out actually. Because of the Dixie, I would be confident taking a position here. So we took, the problem is with the euro that it's in an uptrend. The only reason why I would play that is because of CPI and because I believe, yeah, I'm actually confident taking a position here. Let me take it from here. This would be the position that I'd be interested in taking. This would be a position I'd be interested in taking. And then we could easily target Asian low. Easily target Asian low, especially with the liquidity, easily. So this would be kind of the position that I'd be interested in taking. And I am going to take that position when we hit that level. So that's 0.04%. That's 4.4 pips. So yeah. Yes, so this is gonna be the position. We can, yeah, I'm actually gonna get in with a small position here. I'm actually gonna get in here because I think there's liquidity built up, and I think if the move, when the move comes, the move is gonna be vicious. So this is one of my positions that I'm gonna take just right now. 63.70. I'm gonna actually, let me know if you want me to like have my account open and we could take the trades on here and you know whatnot, and then you could see it. So this is kind of my stop loss. We will potentially see higher a bit, and also I see the Dixie starting to do something here. So it's definitely, yeah, exactly. So we see the high on the lower time frame, which will retrace and then potentially push. This is a great trade in my opinion. Not financial advice. You do whatever feels good for you. We would easily target Asia lows. Somewhere even here, I think 1 to 2.7. But also, like, if CPI comes in, we'll see how far we are. Usually I'm not trading on CPI, right? But if this comes in and we're down here, I'm not gonna be concerned leaving the trade open and potentially riding. You know, the euro was climbing, and the retrace of the Dixie, we could see a decent retrace on the euro, and that would mean like that would put us down here to the 1.0546 region, which could be another, you know, like, I don't even know what it was. Where's my yeah, but it could be like another, yeah, could be like another 0.7%. Let's look at it. Yeah. Okay, so this is a trade I'm actually taking now. The euro trade. Very cautiously, watch out, follow me on Twitter as well. I'm gonna update you on this as CPI comes in, but this is an interesting trade. We have a 4-point confirmation. I'm taking this trade anyway. So I see the Dixie pushing, you know, and that also, if you look at the Dixie on the 1 minute, we do have the confirmation on the Dixie as well. Look at this. So we do have a break above here. And then we do have a break above here. So the MSS, MSB. So that said, we had this point of interest here. We retrace, pushed. It might push a little bit back to the 50 to the discount, and then move on. Oh no, it did. I think it can push from now. You know, the only reason why this is a risky trade, because this is counter trading. The only reason why it's counter trading is because the Dixie is bearish because it broke the daily low, and the euro is bullish because it broke the daily you know, high. So we see a market structure shift on the daily up here, but I don't mind because of the CPI and because I think there needs to be a retrace. So this is kind of like a fundamental slash TA kind of trade. It's building up liquidity, you see. So this is also interesting because it's building up liquidity for it to move up to this OB. So potentially will come up here. I just don't think I need to miss the trade. I have the risk management. It fits into my risk management. Okay, let's look at the comments. Busy at work, like 2 p.m. in the afternoon for me. 2 p.m. Okay. Where are you in the world? Music is good, but a tad loud. Okay, now I turn the music down. Thank you. Can you please explain how you find your areas of value etc, please? We don't really have time for all that in the show, but we're like, guys, we're this close. This close. Stuff is coming up, you know. It's coming up. Okay. You did not post the thread for forex trading. It should be in the description. It should be in the description. If you go down, if you're on YouTube, go on YouTube and it's in the description. If that's what you mean, the forex calendar, or what do you mean? This much is so much better to concentrate. Yes, and I'll actually try to use I'll look for some kind of music, you know, where you have this relaxing wave and whatnot. So okay, cool. So let's get into it further. So we have the euro. I have this trade going on. I put an alert here, which is not my trading view is a little bit drunk. So we have to look at that. Oh yeah, it's there. Okay, cool. So I'll actually put it here just to be sure. Okay, so the DXY is there. So the DXY is going to push. We will see Bitcoin a little bit suffer, to be honest. It can happen that both push. And again, like, this is the uncertainty, right? So if there was no war, if there was no all this shit, I would not be that much concerned about that. Making a statement that if the DXY is pushing, the Bitcoin has to suffer. But now, you know, it's because the Bitcoin can be considered as like a digital gold, you know, and it could be considered, you know, a safe haven in certain situations. So this might actually push with the DXY depending on how the whole thing is going to unfold. So we don't know. We will have to see. What I know is that we have on the DXY, on the Bitcoin, I was waiting for this point of interest to get hit, and it did get hit. I still see liquidity here, but this liquidity is mostly taken. This liquidity is completely taken. So I will delete that. We came back to the 50% again, to the discount zone again, and we are bouncing from a decent area. Why? Because this is the area where below this liquidity, this is an area that took liquidity also here, also here. So this is a great area for a reversal, and there is a clear beginning of the inefficiency, a fair value gap. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. All will fall in place. And we touch on to the beginning of the fair value gap here. And from right on there, what we see is that we create an MSB market structure break, and then immediately we create a market structure shift. And that said, guys, I have to look at gold as well. I have to look at gold because I think gold is gonna push down as well with the DXY climbing. Yeah, but potentially gonna pop up. Let's see. I think we're gonna take liquidity and then move on. So we see a market structure shift, and then we see a market structure break, and this is actually a great level. Like, we do come back to the discount zone, so that means like this is a great uptrend. The only problem that I'm seeing is the liquidity that is building up. But here's when you have to consider everything. I say this all the time in the shows. So you have to look at the markets. Like, your job as a trader is not to fucking come to the chart and say, oh, I'm going to take a trade. No, your job as a trader is to have a complete overview of the market, of the DXY, of the interest rate, of the CPI, of the inflation, whatever that is, of the macro situation, of the news, and have an understanding of what is really happening on the chart, of the charts, and how you can leverage that to your advantage. And so when you come to the charts, you will have to look at the DXY, for example. And when you say, okay, I analyze the DXY every single day, I have a game plan. I'll share with you. I will do a pre-record video on this whole thing. But when you have a game plan, you come in here and you say, every single day I sit down and I go, okay, what is the DXY doing? This is the DXY doing. What am I feeling? This is what I'm feeling. What is the macro situation? This is the macro situation. Okay, how does EURUSD look? How does Bitcoin look? How does gold look? And then I just have my game plan and I say, if this happens, this is what I'm gonna do. If this happens, I'm not touching it. If this happens, I'm touching it. So you have to have an understanding of what you're gonna do. And this is how we navigate the whole market. So if we come here and I say, I see a market structure shift, a market structure break, and I see a push up, but I have liquidity. What is it that I'm anticipating? I'm anticipating a reversal from a 4-hour point of interest, which is, you know, this is very, like, it's decent. Like, we could see a reversal from here. Again, like, I'm not saying we will. What I'm saying is that we could see a reversal. And when I say we could see the reversal, I have to go down and I have to say, okay, did I see a 5-minute or 1 minute or 15-minute market structure shift? I did. Did I have the 4-point structure? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. So what I'm waiting for, I have liquidity built up, so I'm waiting for a push down. Why is this interesting? It is interesting because CPI is coming in. So let's assume CPI is coming in much higher than it is, but we've got the war going on. Bitcoin holds very, very well. Also, also yesterday on PPI. I mean, obviously we had some down, but it wasn't as vicious as we thought it was going to be, or as it was previously when numbers came in much worse. So what I'm saying is that what my game plan on Bitcoin is that we are going to see some kind of push. Maybe we even wick here. I don't know, but we gotta see some kind of push, and then, or maybe this was the push, and then we gotta come and retrace to a market, what is it, a fair value gap. Like, we need to get back to the point of interest. We need to get back to the beginning of the fair value gap to actually continue the position on the 15-minute, on the 1 hour. So my theory and my game plan is that if we come back down here, honestly, I don't have a limit order because last time we discussed this. This is a great setup, so not a question. This is a great setup. We can reverse from here. Overall, unfortunately, Bitcoin is bearish. So if you look at it, you know, even on the 4-hour structure, we are making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So we need to see a complete shift if we want to see anything happen here. So I'll get a notification on the euro. We might want to add to our position here. Hey, we might want to add. Sorry for jumping in and out, but this is how it is, guys. If you want me to do trades, this is how it is. This would be what? Okay, I will add. I'll add to my position. Okay, I added to my position here. Let's see what it does. So let me just put this top, what is it, alert here, and I put the alert here. So we need to break it below here. Let's see what it does. So going back to Bitcoin, let's look at the comments. You are never late, Sam. You are never late. You're never late. You're always in time. Yesterday I said that you will post a thread in Twitter about for how to trade in forex. Yes, you know, like, it's different how to trade in forex. I can't post a thread on how to trade in forex. We have some stuff coming up, but I think you asked me about what brokerage to use, and I can write a thread about that. I didn't have time, but we can do that. We can do that. I'll make sure to look at it. Carlos, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, master. I don't know if it's for the guy in the comments or it's for me, but like, whatever that is, I appreciate you being here. Guys, if you're new to the channel, smash the like button, smash the subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. This is what we do here. Okay, so what I was saying is that I'm expecting 𝗥𝗲𝗍 to come down here and take this liquidity, touch onto some kind of lower time frame, demand, and then move on from there. So that is what. Whoa, I got stopped on euro. I got stopped on euro. Interesting. So this might not have been. Look at this. So again, now reevaluating. Maybe we are going to push up here. What does the 𝗥𝗍𝗍 do? Yeah, it's breaking below. Yes. I actually still think that we are going to push on the 𝗥𝗍𝗍. I still think we are going to push on the 𝗥𝗍𝗍. Maybe we take the New York low and then push. Market is pricing in CPI, trying to anticipate what is going to happen. Let's see what comes. I still think we take New York low and then move on. Okay, let's wait for that. What will happen? So what I'm thinking is that we are going to take on Bitcoin. We are going to come down and we are going to touch onto probably the beginning of the fair value gap down here, somewhere around the 26,650, 660 region, and then reverse and move on. I do not have a limit order, but I will take lower time frame confirmations. If we stop here and we show 1 minute, I'm definitely gonna get in. Let's look at gold. Gold is pushing as well. I was expecting gold to fall as well. Again, like this is like, it's bullish. If you look at the daily structure, both euro and both the dollar are bullish. Although the gold, although the gold is retracing on the daily, so it's still, we gotta see. On the weekly, definitely bullish. On the daily, we had a massive fall, and we are retracing. But I am bullish on gold, especially considering the situation that is going on in the world. We gotta see what we react here. I was hoping for a reaction in these regions, but we didn't get it, and that's good. That's good. But we left a lot of liquidity here, which means that we might, come back and take that, especially if the 𝗥𝗍𝗍 starts pushing a little bit and retracing a little bit. Someone is saying, why am I bullish on Dixie? I'm not bullish on Dixie. So I've been calling for Dixie for sub 100. But if you day trade, if you take the trades daily, you gotta take the scenarios. And I think the scenarios are, if CPI comes in higher, I think we can see a dollar, pushing a little bit higher, and that retracement could be good for us to take a short position on for example, in euro or gold. But apparently no, Dixie doesn't give a fuck. It's just continuing its downward descent. Let's see what it does. My theory for the day was, again, this is also very interesting. Like, this is, you see it real time what's happening. So for me, I had a daily bias. I had a daily thought. My thought process was, we're gonna take the lows, we're gonna reverse on London, and then we're gonna distribute in New York, potentially pushing up to this gap, and then higher, taking these, and then potentially continuing the reversal. But like, we are breaking below these lows here. So I still stand by what what my analysis was, but we'll see what happens. Let's see the euro as well. It got wigged. Let's see what it does. So Bitcoin, this is what I'm thinking. Gold, same thing. So I'm same thing that I just explained. I would expect gold to come down, and then potentially have a little bit of reversal, a little bit of pullback, and then let me see, a little bit of pullback, and then a continuation. So great longs will be cooking. Also, again, Bitcoin is a great long if we come to that position, or if we don't make it, honestly, if we don't make it until CPI and we come up here, we gotta look at possible a short position. Semi saying DXY is in a strong support level. Not really. DXY broke through that strong support level. So this was the strong level. This was a very strong, look at this candle that resulted on the daily from this. So this was a very strong level, and it is pushing through. And also the reason why I thought we were gonna reverse, or we are going to reverse, I'm still thinking that, is because we are, we see a push down here, potentially we take in Asia, whatever that is, and then what we have to see is that we potentially just wick through this level, trapping retail. We couldn't close above the level, we couldn't close, and then trapping retail, but we'll see. We'll have to see what this whole thing, it's something, I think something is potentially happening now. It's surprising for me that it's that vicious. It's still taking Asia low, so we will see. Bitcoin is not reacting. Bitcoin is just not reacting at all. Let's see what it does. Okay, total market cap. Your MS below the PIO is the daily high. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. If you elaborate, I'd love to look at it. Okay, so let's look at the total. Total market cap, we talked about this. The thing about the total market cap is that we bled through this 1 hour point of interest, but we come down. This is our decision point, right? So on the 4 hour, this is what I do not want to see being broken. But again, there is liquidity, so we might just break it and then come down to this region here, and then reverse. We'll see. We'll see what happens on the total. The same thing unfolds. Crypto is pretty boring and low, but the same thing unfolds. We gotta break. We gotta see a decent break. We have come down to support a decent support, a decent demand zone. We need to break above this high, which could be the decision point DP. If we break above, we could see a very decent reversal. We gotta confirm with a 4-point structure. But that is what it is. Okay, let's look at Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin dominance, I'm still expecting, guys. I'm still expecting this Bitcoin. Look at this retrace. Like, it's just so beautiful. Retraces and then starts moving. We'll see what it does. Yeah, I mean, it's just perfect. It's just perfect. Bitcoin dominance is like I'm so tempted to go all in on Bitcoin in terms of like selling all my alts. I'm so tempted. I think this is gonna go up to the 50, at least about the 56 region, at least 56 region, but up to 63, 64. That will be my point of interest. If you look at it on the daily, we need to come back to the equilibrium and potentially put to 60, 64. And when we get there, that's when alts will start flying. So that's definitely an area of interest that we're gonna look at. But until then, guys, this is bullish. We might come, as I said in the beginning, again, if then we might come down. We left liquidity on it. You see that we are making these very calibrated moves, and that means that we might come down. We did not touch onto this area, onto this 48 percent ish region I wanted us to do, and it made sense for us to do. So this can still reverse. We got to look for this point to not be broken. If this point is broken, then again we can consider this as, so to say, like a fake move. We gotta see what's gonna happen. I'm expecting this to push. I'm expecting this to push big time. Okay, let's look at, guys, is there any coin that you want me to look at? Is there any projects that you think we should look at? I'm gonna just turn back to Euro a little bit. No, the DIX is interesting. It's so interesting. That's right. I mean, this is the market structure shift, and then this is the market structure break, and then we break below. Something happened. Something is happening. I don't know what is happening. Somebody knows what is happening. Or maybe it's just the market. You know, this is also the nature of the market. Like, I'm not even bummed about being wrong. It's just 1 hour, and that's it. Got to understand what is happening and see why we dumped this hard. Still expecting us to push. Let's look at other coins. Let's look at something here. TRB. Somebody's saying TRB. Woo! Yeah, so this is gonna be a good lesson as well. You know why this is happening? So I'm saying, you wanna see something funny? Like, so the thing about this is that it is coming down, right? So this I don't even know like what, but it is coming down and it is creating liquidity, and it potentially here traps retail, because it actually can, in the internal structure, it can be a great, yeah. No, it creates relative equal highs, exactly. Oh, this is actually not gonna be a bad, it's actually not gonna be a bad trade. Look at all this liquidity that's built in. So the reason why you see this is because it builds up liquidity, and then it takes liquidity, and by taking liquidity, people can offload. So I don't know who's offloading this token, but when you see this, what happens is that they build up a lot of liquidity here. Market makers build up a lot of liquidity, and when you're shorting, then they just send it, and then they can get their sell orders in, and continue selling. So that's what this is about. That's what this goes. I'm not sure where it's gonna go. I think I'm just concerned about these liquidity grabs. I'm concerned about the fact that potentially there are people selling, and this is why we see these big spikes and then a sell off to that, short liquidations. I would expect this to. It actually does have a great break above the 4 hour here, a reversal. Gotta see if we came above the 15. Yeah, of course. Okay, cool. So I mean, this is good if we can break above this level here. This is gonna be our decision point. If we can break above this 52.90-ish level, 54.9-ish level, if we can break above that, then we can confirm the 4-point structure in the 4 hour, and then we can move on. Until then, we can expect a reversal from these regions. So we are actually not that bad in the reversal area. So we see this potentially is gonna take the liquidity from the bottom here, sell side liquidity, and touch onto some kind of demand down here. Maybe this. Yeah, this would be a great entry, 45.787. So if you see it pushing down here and then taking something like this and then a higher high and then 4-point and then move on, that will be something interesting. I will put an alert in here and take it if it comes. Kaspa. Guys, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the like button. We do this every single day. And guys, in the comment, let me know. Do you like this? Do you like being here? We've got like 25 people watching, 14 likes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good for the algo, good for me. Let me know. Do you like this? Like, do you like this whole thing? Does it make sense, or you're just watching it because you're bored? Kaspa, look at Kaspa. Daily, I was expecting this to hold again. It didn't hold, but it was. Look at this. We called all these, by the way, on the. Why did this alert not go off? We called all these, by the way, on the show here. So this level here, a reversal on this. Look at this, how accurate this is. This is just literally touching and moving on. So on the 15-minute, we did see. Look at this is what I'm talking about. It's just if you got time to do it, this is what I didn't have time to do, but I probably will. If you look at this, like you've got a market structure shift here on Kaspa. Then you've got a break above here, market structure break, and then a retest. Where? To the point of interest. I would actually have done this, something like this. Let's see on the 5 minute what it is. Yeah, I would have done this. And then you see again, what am I talking about all the time? Liquidity. You see it coming down, touching onto it, and moving on. This would have been a perfect trade. Perfect. I would have gotten in somewhere here. Stop loss here. And I would have targeted these highs. Perfect trade. So you can get it on 𝗥𝗲𝗃. I mean, it's especially, I don't know what you want to trade, but I mean, it's not a, you can get in there. So we have a, not financial advice, obviously, by the way, I have to have like these disclaimers on my show. So, so it's not financial advice, but we have another high here. So potentially it's building up again, it's building up liquidity. I would be interested in 𝗥𝗲𝗃 if it would come down. Got liquidity again. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's done. Yeah, I would actually be interested in getting in here. It comes down. Look at this. It holds the discount very nicely. It's very nice. It might not come back. It might not come back. So I would be interested in getting in. The only reason why I would be interested in getting in here is because we did have the discount. So potentially it's coming down here, lower time frame confirmation, we can move on. Other than that, I would be interested in getting in around this region. It's just like the breaker. So if we see a confirmation here, that's a good area as well. I will put an alert here just to be sure. Last hour. So it's the last hour. I don't know what that is, but so it's a 𝗥𝗲𝗃. Good morning, Fredo. I sent you my chart on your feed. Let's look at it. We can always look at my feed. Oh, well, then I have to go into my notifications and I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't want to click on that because then I will lose track of the whole thing. I reply everybody on Twitter. I reply everybody on Twitter and I don't want to lose track of my notifications, so I'm not going to do that now. RNDR. Let's look at RNDR. Yeah, so we have an internal break here. I'm still expecting the DAX to go up. Now it took liquidity. Look, it took Asian liquidity and New York before and London before. Like it's yeah. So I think we might have something here. Let's wait for it. RNDR. Let's look at RNDR daily. Guys, would you be interested in doing this every day? Like actual day trading? Like would you attend like would look at all the coins, would do all the it's on whatever, on Zoom, or I don't know what that is. But like would that help you, or what would help you? What would help you? How could I help you? For a point of interest, we reject here, come back to the breaker and move on. That's pretty cool. Yeah, RNDR. I was actually waiting for render to reject. That's what I was waiting for, and it did reject, but then it wicked through, and then retested the breaker and then moved on. So it actually is in an uptrend now. Yeah, it shifted trend big time. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be discount. So it came back. Look at this point of interest. Breaker. So, and we break above here as well on the 1 hour. It's actually down here on the 1 hour, but on the 4 is up here. Did we close above there or below? Yeah, so I mean, it is creating liquidity. This would be a great entry. This would be a great entry. Bunch of liquidity, massive liquidity up here. Like all this here. And now creating relative equal highs. It will come down, take this liquidity, touch on maybe something like this. Let's look at the 5 minute. Oh yeah, maybe it even comes down here. Yeah. But this is not a bad level. This is not a bad entry, not at all. So on Randa, 1.7295, all of them with confirmation, and obviously you know CPI coming in today. So pound yen. Yeah, big uptrend, but also like it's on a weekly resistance zone. Yeah. So first to see, always gonna zoom out, right? Always gonna zoom out. Go down in lower time frame. Let's see what we see on the daily. Oh, we have a rejection here on the daily, and a lot of liquidity built up. So we're potentially taking the liquidity now. Let's look at the 4 hour. We have a shift here. And then we have a break here. So we're definitely taking liquidity. And it's until when this mitigated. Either we come up to this region. Not that likely, I think. Come up to that region, or yeah, difficult to say. Anywhere here, anywhere here. If we start seeing a rejection, this level is good. No, that's not a good level. It's got mitigated. Yeah. Potentially we're kind of all the way up here. Wow. Yeah, could happen. 250 pip. Could happen that we go up there, and then we see a rejection. That will be a big ass short. Yeah, potential push to 186. Potential push to 186-ish region, this region up here. I would mark it as like this. This would be kind of like area of interest. If we come up here, look for short. I'm happy you like it. Peter, can I look at Otor? I'm actually a hodler. Shout out to Simon. Yeah, problem with this again, like the reason why I don't like to chart these coins, because these are driven by fundamentals. It's like I can't really TA this. Like if, I mean, you say this is the breaker, it reverses on the breaker, but it's like reverse from the point of interest, reverses from the point of interest. So you could potentially get in, but I mean, it's not worth in a trade. It's not really worth it for a long term. I think it's good. Hold it, good, great. For a trade, I can't really do much with it. Meezy, yes, great. Definitely not watching because bored. Cool. Do you trade at certain times of the day? Yes. So I get in on London. I ride on New York usually. Good morning, legend. Good morning, you legend. Right back at you. You low, I'll attend. I think that's for the daily calls. I want to be more and more confident. That's awesome. I would attend whatever medium you want to choose. Drew, I appreciate you. We just charted this. Confident. Don't understand the sessions, how they affect price. Yeah, that's yeah. But every session has its characteristics. So you gotta, you know, Asian session is different, London session is different, and whatnot. Everyday attending, Goldie Crypto. I appreciate you. We love your show. I love you back. Fredo says BTC breaks 26,600. I think we can trading day. Say 20 minutes before London Open, 20 minutes before. You know, Drew, you're fucking reading my mind, man. Because this is something that we're onto. This is exactly something we're onto. You get it. You get it. Yeah. So it's London Open, New York Open. It's coming, guys. It's coming. More yeah, great trading. Sounds good. Could we do a different time? Maybe. Maybe yes. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Day trade Fefe. Bella, you the girl. Cool. NAKA. Let's look at NAKA, and then let's see this euro. Let's see this euro here. And then I can look at NAKA, and then we cut it off. Oh, nice retest. Cool. I'm gonna get in on this again. I'm gonna get in on this again. It's a no-brainer. It'll be better if I saw this break. If we come up here, I'm gonna get in. And if I am wrong on that, that's it for me for the day. So this is how it works. Yes, yes. Break, break. This is good. If we come up here, I'm gonna get in on the position. Cool. So let's look at NAKA, and then I'm gonna put an alert here just so. Oh wow, look at this consolidation. Look at this is what's gonna happen to Link in my opinion. Look at this. Okay, so let's look at this. What do we have? We push in. It doesn't come down here. I think it has to come down. This is our decision point up here at 68 cents. Maybe not. I mean, this is not a bad level at all. No, this is not a bad level at all. It got mitigated, but this is like not a bad level at all. And we see a push here. For some reason, we see a liquidation. Yeah, I would wait. I would wait. I would wait. We have the break here though. We take liquidity. We build liquidity. No, I would not wait. Look. So we take liquidity, then we create a big ass wick that takes, you know, everything out. And then we start building liquidity up on the sell side. So if we start taking that and we come down, this could potentially be a great entry. Again, like very big time confirmations. And the chart looks horrible, horrible. Don't trade this. Don't trade this. But this could be a great entry. So something like this, you know, coming down, lower time frame, big confirmation. Take confirmation always. Especially in these shitcoins. I mean, not shitcoin, nothing against Nakamoto, but I'm just saying that, you know, like no liquidity, no volume, all that. Luca saying the show 1 hour later. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. What made me come to that conclusion? Yes, I see actually euros building up liquidity, so I'm not even sure if this is going to be a great entry. We'll see what it does. But basically what I see here is that, but yeah, DIX is building up liquidity. Maybe I'm not going to get in there. We'll have to see how the market will react. We'll have to see that. We don't have time for me to explain, but my explanation is that basically I'm playing on the CPI. So I'm playing on the CPI and I'm playing on the retracement. There was no retracement here, and I think there should be a retracement on the Dixie, at least a little bit, take all the liquidity and then move down for it to be efficient. And if that comes, and I think the PPI coming in higher yesterday and the CPI coming in higher today, if that happens, is a perfect catalyst for that. So that's my main reason for expecting the Dixie to push a little bit and then ultimately start its ride on a very long term deep dive. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and check out one of these videos at the end of this video, because it's gonna be put in. You don't see it now in the live, but it is gonna be there. So see you tomorrow. Take care. Trade safe and watch out, because CPI is coming. JP is watching you.